This is Ghana, and this is Sierra Leone. The distance between the two nations is almost 2,000 kilometers. Despite the distance, Ghana, Sierra Leone, and the countries in between are carbon copies of each other. For example, this man is called Achar. He was former vice president of Ghana. And this man is called Achar, a Sierra Leonean. He was a diplomat, actor, writer, broadcaster, musician, composer of the music for Sierra Leone's national anthem. The Ghanaian vice president's name spells a little bit differently, but in Ghana, that name is pronounced the same way, and all other Akan people who belong to the same umbrella tribe as the vice president spell the name as Akar and AkAA, the same as the Sierra Leonean one. So the spelling difference does not mean that the names are different. In the Akan translation of the Bible in Ghana, the name appears in 1 Chronicles 2, verse 7, and the spelling is Akar, and that means the Ghanaians spell the name the same way the Sierra Leoneans spell it. This means that the nations in this belt are one big extended family. But there's a little problem. Almost every English translation of the Bible spelled the name Achar as Achar. And that spelling confuses certain people in West Africa, specifically the people who use the Bible for the conduct of religious service. They don't understand it. And so when you point it out to them that this name is the same as the one in your culture, and that means you are Israelite, they say, oh, but the spelling is different. The only English language Bible that spells the name as Akar is the Hebrew Names Bible, and that is instructive because the name is Hebrew. This translation, however, is not popular in the religious community. So it is still easy for persons who fail to study the Bible to use that as an excuse to say that, no, you can't be right, you're wrong because the spelling is different. Now, let us settle that issue by using Bible research tools that are provided by the same religious people, so that once we are able to prove it using their own materials, they cannot question our word. For example, if you go to BibleTools.org, and you search for the name Achar, Akar, you will get to this page. Here, we know that this is about Hebrew definitions, but the name is given this Strong's code, and it is transliterated as Akar, the same as you have in West Africa. And the pronunciation, again, is Achar, not Akar. This part is very important because people trust the Europeans so much that even when they mispronounce a name, they have to think that the European pronunciation must be the correct one. So the people carry the name in West Africa. The same spelling appears in the Bible, but as long as the European says Akar, they will not check anymore. But here, you are finding materials prepared by their own religious leaders say that the pronunciation is Achar, just like you have in West Africa. BibleTools.org also has a section for Brown Driver Breaks Hebrew Lexicon, which also provides further details on the same subject. What is interesting is that the lexicon also spelled Achar as Akar, and it tells you that the pronunciation is the same. But there are people who still find some excuses, so let's go further. Let's go to blueletterbible.org, another powerful tool for Bible research by the same religious people. So you go there, and this time you search for the name Achar using the popular spelling Achar, and this is what you get. The code is 5917. The transliteration into English is Akar, the same as you have in West Africa. And the pronunciation is Achar, but there is more. If you come down here after the definition, which is trouble, they tell you who Achar must be, an Israelite. So that when I tell you in West Africa that you are Israelites, I am telling you exactly who you are. You cannot be anyone else but Israelite. Now, as we complete this one, we are told that the name should be compared to another one, which is 5912. And 5912 is Akan. The transliteration is Akan. That's interesting because that same spelling is in West Africa among the same tribes who use Achar. After the definition, which is troublesome, they also tell you here that Akan, A-K-A-N, is an Israelite. So when I call you Israelite, you shouldn't be surprised. It is because there is no doubt about that. In 1 Chronicles 2 verse 7, and in all research tools that we have tried so far, Achar and Akan are not just related, they are one and the same from the tribe of Judah. And in West Africa, another interesting thing, Akan and Achar come from the same region, the same tribe, the same people. Do you think that's coincidence? They are both Israelites. That is the explanation. So if you religious people took their research, their own research seriously, we would not have to be the ones to provide evidence to prove your identity. In fact, the religion should be championing this. They themselves have provided the tools to determine who you are. If you live in West Africa and your name is Achar, I don't care how you spell that name. I care about how you pronounce it. You are one of us. You and all your people, you and your neighbors. Begin to build bridges connecting all these people because they are not your friends. You are one blood. And from now on, doubt it not. You are the people of the Bible. I am the righteous conqueror. I wage love. I hate war.